Hello and welcome. It's another turn of the False Pretenders. Joining me is Arpathius.
Hello, I'm Jordan.
Yes, and we are on to turn 31. Okay, so a lot of battles, not a lot of messages. Let's see. Let's go with Pelagia first. Was eyeing either Yomi or Van for a fight, but I'm going to be a little opportunistic and vulture a bit from Ulm. Yep,
I
makes sense.
like a lot of that.
Yep.
I think maybe he might be a little bit late though, but he can maybe get that throne.
The
Actually,
throne.
that would be
Yeah.
pretty good. And what was that? I think that was Sages, so not great for him, but still nice to have. To be honest, actually, the Lore Master might be pretty great.
Yeah, I think there's a lot for him to like there. Yeah, he's just gonna go ahead and take this throne. Just oh, they're there.
Now, is anyone going to let him have this?
That's the question.
Really, it's only Caleb that can stop him, though. I think.
Yeah, do you think we're just gonna see ice elementals here? I do. Yes. Hinam's not gonna stop him. I can't imagine Vanheim wants to do it this second. Marverni could, but he has no troops here, so he can't.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to try and take stuff off Hinam as well, I think.
Although presumably. If you're, presumably it looks like
he tried.
He did try this one too. All right, well let's get off, not look too carefully. So yeah, I mean this makes a lot of sense to me as Pelagia. I think the biggest risk is you piss off Caleb, and then Caleb decides that he's interested in your land holdings.
He has, but
they have a
Caleb's
nap,
kind
though.
of shown that Caleb's kind of shown that he doesn't want to do that as well. Like, right. He could have done that a long time ago, and he hasn't.
Right. This is a big province for Caleb to not manage to get. He obviously everybody loves.
He could have got as well. Like he's really focused on getting that citadel.
Yeah.
It is which didn't even have a lab in or anything. I don't think it'll have mages.
Right.
So I don't think he needed to commit so much. Also, Ulm is back on his cap.
Oh my gosh. All right. Ulm. Some of the warrior smiths defeated by 10 PD. Like 6 PD, I think, and then yeah, he's back. He's back on the cap with 20 guys.
The promised return.
Oh, that's funny. But it looks like his deep raiding force is what got whacked here.
I'm disappointed they went there instead of the cap.
Yeah. So Caleb has got all of his territory owned again, except Ulm.
Which is quite painful. I mean, that's a lot of income that
it is. And this one's a lot of gems that he's not getting this turn. 4 gems. Yeah, but yeah, look, I think if he doesn't find a way, if Caleb doesn't find a way to get this, I think he's definitely gonna feel like this may be a missed opportunity in the future.
Yes.
What would be really cheeky is if Pelagia found a way to get this.
Then I think Caleb has to fight him.
Yeah, then Caleb's like, okay, you know what? You've gone too far.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you.
Yeah, I can't get fooled again.
Marverni's getting that like arm cut off as well.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of income they're not getting. That's like 100, 150 income, 140 income. The noodle gets sliced.
Yeah, honestly, if you started next to Marverni, things are not going well for you.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Agartha was the first to show the signs, but it would appear that they are indeed a cancerous growth that has caused all of their neighbors to die.
The misfortune scales have spread to real life for all their neighbors.
They're misfortune 3? No. I see a mixture of misfortune 3 and I think they're misfortune 3. Were they always misfortune 3?
I don't know.
Misfortune 3 is tough.
Yeah.
Now, I think it was.
So, it's not been too bad for them.
No, I think it was Chris
Apart from right
Lighthawker.
now when they've lost that connection there
Yeah, I
with
lost
the
a lot of
boss. But yeah.
connection. I think it's Chris Lighthawker in my comments who pointed out that, in some ways, Misfortune 3 is not like the event pool isn't actually all that much worse than Misfortune 2.
It's not so bad for him as well because all his other scales are really good.
Yes,
So you don't get like the really bad like Turmoil 3, Misfortune 3 stuff. Or,
actually,
like the
I
trade.
think Order and Misfortune give you some tough, some really bad, really debilitating events. They give you the minus province income.
I think they do, but I think Order 3 is worse.
I
than
think Order 3 is
Order
worse, but I think that any amount of order scales can unlock those events.
Yeah.
And those are
Although he does have
tough.
the order scales as well, so he does get less events.
He does have fewer events, yeah. But those can be kind of really annoying because those aren't easy to fix.
If you're just getting annoyed by your Misfortune 3 scales, though, I think you're thinking that it was definitely worth it.
True.
Should we just backtrack a little bit and discuss Pelagia and their
Sure.
plans to go after Yomi or Vanheim?
Yes.
How do you feel about those two options? And also the choice to not go after Ermor.
Right. So against Vanheim, you have this deliciously large amount of border.
Although Vanheim can sail.
Although Vanheim can sail. Although if you take all of these, then he can't sail anywhere. Because he won't have any more coast. Except I guess he took this one.
That's a big if.
It's a big if. That would give you there's a throne here. Having more of these would help you defend this throne. And then having these would put you in striking distance of this throne. So there's a lot to like from what you can grab. Vanheim's currently in another war with Hinnom. Maybe Hinnom's talking. Maybe you saw some of the Van losses and you think that these really large stacks of Hinnom can deal some more damage. If you're going to do that, I think you're on a bit of a timer, right? I think you really want to get that started now before this wraps up.
I think you do, but I think Vanheim hasn't got great research, and their
That's
power
true.
is coming a lot from their sacred. So maybe as it goes on,
maybe you can wait longer. That's true.
Like some time between when their sacreds are really good and they get their blood
before the storm
really
demons come online. Yeah, that's true.
Because storm demons can they fight pretty well underwater? I think if you can get some underwater gear. So.
And I think because they have storm immunity, they can fly underwater.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah. It is. I think does ethereal matter with that as well?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, I mean,
think
maybe you could try and exploit that weak point. But I do think Vanheim is currently still pretty strong. So if that's what you want to do, I think you need to do it now, or you need to put it on the shelf for a while.
He also has most of his stuff on that side of the lake.
Yes.
Like Pelagia.
Yeah. Well, this stuff doesn't matter because it's not going on land, right? These pearl guards. These guys are.
Yeah. I think he's going after Bogus next turn with all that there.
Yeah, it could be. These guys are like equidistant. I mean, they're not that much farther away from Yomi, some of Yomi stuff, than they are from.
He's got two forts on that side as well, instead of just cap on the other side. I don't know. It's fairly even. It's not a huge deal anyway. How do you feel about him going after Yomi?
So on the one hand,
there's two thrones you can get to pretty easy there as well.
Right, there's some easy thrones. This one lets you get through the lake. It's probably vulnerable-ish. There's just this Dione here. And that
just this Dione, but I'm not.
Well, there's no fort to worry about yet.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what.
I'm not sure. Does it have cold resistance?
Don't.
Because maybe you can frozen heart the thing to death.
True.
The good water spell.
That will be hard. There's more than that.
I know.
I know. Him getting those water mages will make that harder.
It will. So if you strike it soon, though, those won't be coming out.
Yeah, I think Yomi looks like they're in a more difficult war.
Right. That's my next point.
Vanheim is after those Malkasa died.
Right, is that Yomi's currently much more actively fighting these wars, and so may not be as prepared for this fish attack. And I think the same. I think you could also look at the same with Airmore. Airmore does have some decent sized stacks at home, but we know there's a big one that went out to fight. Airmore also has great research. I think it depends on how confident you are you can kill Dione. Now, this is not a Dione Bless, but there just aren't a huge number of troops currently running around in Yomi. So, I think with the Eyes of God up, I would choose Yomi right now.
Yeah, one other thing to note, I don't think we did last turn, but another one of Yomi's temples got destroyed by TNN.
Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, I mean, those hurt. So I think I would be looking at Yomi. And then Airmore and then Vanheim. But
okay. I think I would probably go for Airmore.
Yeah. Airmore has a lot. You're gonna have a nice astral advantage over Yomi, which you're not gonna have over Airmore.
I think water elementals would be decent against Airmore.
Sure.
I think they're actually decent against all of them, though, to be fair.
Yeah, I think the water elementals would do fine. I think
we'll see.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see what he does. And that was just a short little one. And then our other message is from Satis, who's trying to steal the Marcata from Agartha. He's trying to bid a Marcata to patrol unrest.
That's min-maxing right there.
I love it. He's really looking for all the angles he can get.
He's clearly still very invested in this game, even though he's down to 2 provinces.
Yes, I appreciate that.
Great.
I appreciate that. Putting on a good show for the folks at home.
Yeah, well, I think he's recording his turns, right? So
he is. Yeah. If anybody, I think I know I put the link in at least once, but people should definitely go check out his YouTube channel and his turns. He obviously has a much more in-depth logic on what he's doing than we do.
Yeah, and he was Dark Side Cookies for anyone who wants to search that. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, should we
start going through battles?
I see a lot of TNN flags and a lot of Yomi flags.
A lot of TNN and Yomi flags. Let's start there.
Yeah.
All right. Oni Shugo and Oni's kill PD. Here's a battle.
Yeah, it kills an Oni Shugo.
Yeah, Oni Shugo's falling. These are
he got,
Shi warriors, not Tuatha, although they are also glamored. Great sort of sharpness.
The defense on that guy is crazy.
25. This guy's got a helmet, a copper plate, and a vine shield.
Yeah, he's got some nice resistances there.
Yeah. I'm not sure why he doesn't have a weapon. Like, the Golden Spear is fine.
They come with a good weapon.
Yeah. I guess he's with an army, so he doesn't like need anything for like AoE.
I think it's worth saving the gems because he's
fighting a lot of people. That's true. You're gonna eventually break through these Oni, and then the Ono Shugo is gonna do his best to get away, but he is pretty slow.
Yeah, okay. And the magic weapons hurt a lot when he goes in the second form.
Yep.
Nice. Well, that was a good pickup.
That was good for TNN. Here, Yomi attacks TNN and is defeated with a decent-sized group up against just slingers.
It is, but those are... Yeah, the Ko-Oni are just the tiny little guys, and the other ones are what you get in Heat Yomi.
Yeah, I mean that's true. It's not like an amazing force, but he doesn't seem to have tons and tons of troops.
No, he doesn't.
And it's not exactly like these are the best and bravest of TNN. That said, right, this stuff's all free spawn, and I think the Oni Shugo get away, and, you know, he kills... I think would he kill like 20 of these guys? So... It's probably a gold win as long as nobody died in the retreat. They're actually doing... I would have thought that these guys would have done much worse. They're really holding up.
Oh, with the elves.
I mean, they are elves.
Also, Co only have pretty terrible morale, especially when they're led by like these guys. I think it's like -1 they get for being in a squad with them as well.
Okay. Okay. I mean, oh, he killed, yeah, 23. So about even losses. That was this one. TNN attacks and wins. Yomi attacks and wins. TNN loses a She-Lord. With Frostbrand Vine Shield, and he's just up against way too much. Too many real troops here.
Yeah, Frostbrand not great against Yomi because all the second forms have that cold resistance.
Yep. It's one of those things too where people are like, yeah, Frostbrand, you know, they're great.
Yeah, it's good against province defense though, so
it's good against PD.
Yeah.
I do wonder again if this is an example of somebody who maybe could have had his life saved by
casting flight.
This is quite deep. This time.
This is quite deep. He should also expect there to be quite a strong defense because this is one of the temples with and he's recruiting.
Okay, you're much better at remembering these names than I am.
I've just remembered because that's the Jade Amazon province.
Oh, fair. Yomi attacks TNN. Wait, there should potentially be an. I don't think Yomi cracked the fort, did they? Oh, here's something. The Airmore stack moves out and runs into.
He's got the gladiators up front.
He does. Why do you think the Banshees are here? Doing small elementals, it looks like.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a rapid skies trap.
Maybe it's just a gem bait. He did gem bait, but I don't think it was worth it.
No, I think you want to maybe retreat if you're doing that. I don't know if they just got caught, maybe.
I don't remember when exactly we played this. I know that the gem bait rules got changed. So if you put retreat, I think it's really unlikely to gem bait now, or at least it's less likely.
You can cast hold, where you can hold and then retreat still.
Can you?
I don't really know.
I thought that I think somebody mentioned it when you saw Vedheim take that throne in the Lucid series that you can't put them on retreat or it won't gem bait, which is why he tried to put one of the Jotuns up front so he could HP route the mage.
I think he said that was a mistake, right? I think I just thought that. But I thought if you script hold a bunch of times and then retreat, I don't know though. But I'm not sure that's not happening here.
No, I don't think that's what's happening here.
I actually think he's just kind of got caught.
Yeah, it's a weird.
Because I don't think it's worth just trying to gem bait that army for the cost of 4 of your assassins. When you could just not do that and try and assassinate these people next turn.
Right, and he definitely didn't get patrolled out because they just moved on to this province.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe he told them to sneak to that province, and they actually just marched to it instead.
Maybe. Although that's difficult because they don't have any real troops they're leading, so and they're going to default to sneaking.
Yeah, but I that's what I assume it is, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I don't really know.
I don't really know. Ooh, this is a big fight. TNN with some Tuatha attacking into a die.
So has he got a great sword of sharpness or something, that guy? Because he needs to have one of those, I think.
He has a sword of sharpness.
And the Divine Shield isn't really going to do anything against it.
Nope.
I think you can do an extra turn, but
yeah, I think if you're going after the Dione, you need a real sword of sharpness or a great sword of sharpness on a regular one, or you need.
Yeah, I don't think one guy can do it either. I think you need multiple with the sharpness, or you need
fire resistance,
Holy Scourge, or a Herald Lance, or one of those weapons that is ×3.
I mean, these dudes are just not going to hold up to this fire resistance. This guy has 17 HP, only 5 fire resistance. Even if he gets hits, I don't know. Like, and the Yomi never hits him back. I think this fire is going to be very problematic for him.
He could tank it for quite a while, though.
Getting some hits. Yeah, I mean, look, his poor troops, though, are just...
Yeah, the regen just... And then the Fear Aura.
Yeah, the Fear Aura. And he's still at full HP. Was not close. Oh, wait, but they did kill the Jade Sorceress.
That's like a silver lining, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's a consolation prize.
But yeah, it's nice, though. It's nice. He has more of those, though.
He does. He does have more, although there is kind of a limited quantity, right, of how many Jade Sorceresses he can actually put out, because Yomi has crappy forts.
Yeah, but there's also a definite limited quantity on those 2 Alpha Warriors.
Oh, sure. Yeah. No, for sure. That was this one. She-Lord goes back underwater, takes that back. PD. Marverni attacks Yomi. And then Satis attacks Marverni.
Yeah, I think that was just north of that fort of TNN that Yomi moved on. Oh, these...
I don't love your chances, Satis.
Yeah, these reborn are about to be unborn.
Yeah, are they twice born at least? 1. They are both twice born.
Okay.
Maybe they'll get some death pass. Look at the boar. They're large. They're magic resistant. They've got combat farcaster.
They're gonna oink at a really long range.
Like the tide. They don't even slow down. They just crash over.
How do you feel about this Boar Bless, though? Is it really even a Boar Bless, or is he... I think it's just more for the...
It's a small Boar Bless at best. I think it's more of a caster Bless.
I think... What's their MR, actually?
It's terrible.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah,
the extra point of MR is not going to matter, I don't think.
No, not at all.
When
you run into someone with nature, it's going to be...
Yeah.
If someone like does the mass charm animal spell and they all run through his army, he's going to hate having brought that.
Yes. Yeah, I think this is the kind of build where you're going to use boars in the mid game as cheap, totally disposable raiding parties, and then
I like them a lot as raiders.
Yeah, but I
with
don't.
The larger instances, yeah.
As the game goes, you definitely cannot rely on these guys.
Also, I'm very confused that he didn't go on that TNN throne.
I don't think he's attacking TNN.
Yeah, I think he really should, though. I think that was going to be a good play.
I don't know. I still think this would be hard for him to hold.
I think the throne, though. I think I think he just gets
this
that
one
to
is
really pay much for it.
Yeah, is a better choice. Okay, so Yomi.
It's up to 3 provinces now, so it's kind of getting out of control. Yeah, he's got to do something about that.
He is crawling back. Look at this well of
pestilence. He's growing exponentially.
That's a death income right there.
And Satis can use that. So,
and he got the Marcata. He's gonna patrol this down.
Let's go.
The barbs are protecting him from the north.
This is the most geopolitically advantageous position Satis has been in for like 20 or like 10
I say maybe like 10 or not 20. But yes, he's got 3 provinces again. Do we think that these Marverni armies are going on the capital? Do we
That's
think
the
that
only reason they're going there, right?
Think that they're just wandering around to take
I hope he really should have something that can deal with the monument.
I want to see how many times this place has been. I guess we don't see when all the people are on top of it.
Yeah, it's because it's a fort. We don't know.
This one here, the Tis.
Yeah, that province,
Independence,
well of pestilence, has changed loads, I think, and that cave.
Satis, Marverni, Yomi, Marverni, Satis. It's funny. Well, good luck to Satis. See if he can get this.
He's ready for another round.
He is. Were there any mages in this army? 12. Not unless they're all astral, that's definitely not enough to mind, to magic duel down the monument. Not reliably, anyway.
No, he should have better ways than Magic Duel as well. Like
This one has druids. This is, I think, the first time we're going to see him roll out like actual mages with paths. Although these are just the small druids still. Where are his big druids?
The Sequani Stargazers.
Those are the astral ones, I think.
Yeah, they could have been.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're going to try and magic duel this kind of god down, Marverni's actually up there with nations that can do it, right? You're probably only worse than like the monkey nations.
Yeah. Okay, well, maybe we'll see another battle with the absolute Giga Chad monument again.
Yes, but I am wondering. I don't see any of his elder druids.
No,
and we know they're not out sight searching.
He doesn't seem to like those guys.
Yeah, not sure what the deal is there. Okay,
and you want them for the. Well, do you get the randoms elsewhere? I don't know. Maybe it's not that important.
Well, they're great mages.
I still think you'd want them.
You definitely
if you're
want
not
them out of your
search,
capital.
then maybe he's.
I mean, they're gonna do with the. I mean, the randoms are great. These guys can either be great communion masters with all the randoms, right? So you don't take those off path stuff, or with other stuff, they can just be very solid casters. And you can get S4s. It's unlikely, but.
If you keep recruiting them, you will. Like 1 in 16,
yeah.
you'll probably get like a couple of games.
I think it's their only Earth 3. Now you can make Earth boots off of these guys, but you can't make them off of anybody else. Like, oh, yes, you can off the regular druid.
Yeah, he gets you all the randoms as well. So for communions, it's probably out of battle stuff. You really want this?
Yeah,
I don't know. Though.
Mostly caster.
I'm anything but a Marverni expert.
That's true. I think I'm surprised. I think you want some of them.
Oh, I think you want to get them. Yeah, but
okay. So let's go back to our main theater of conflict here.
Yeah, this is a theater of conflict. That's a lot of battles we've seen now. But I think the overall picture once again is TNN getting pushed back a little bit more.
He got pushed back here.
On the bright side, he is actually drawing income from his raiding now.
Yeah, he took this. Yeah, that's pretty nice. He took this fort back. Or I mean, he just Yomi left it.
Did he completely? Did he just leave one Kaoni on there? Was that just to keep the siege?
This is the only.
We actually kept a mage there.
He did.
So he was actually seriously trying to escape.
So TNN rode out then with this stuff. Against what is
which I think was
just
just probably the
stack.
stuff inside.
Yeah.
Niall the She-Lord.
I mean, if we look at the graphs, so we have TNN is still down, and Yomi is also down. Nobody wins with violence.
So, they're just going with the cap, right?
I would think.
Like, Yomi is kind of crowded them out, and that's going to be really awkward if Yomi keeps that stuff.
Yeah,
and then
as Airmore, you got to talk to Yomi here and be like, hey, this is not cool.
And we know negotiations with Yomi can be a little bit.
Yeah, Yomi is
dangerous proposition.
Yeah, he appears to be sending back diplomatic heads.
Yeah, he replies in game rather than.
He replies with red arrows into your lands. Although, sure.
Who knows? Maybe the civilized Romans will be a lot easier to talk to than
yeah, maybe.
The Gaulish people. Who knows?
I'm sure that he doesn't want to piss off another player. Probably.
No. Especially not when there's that throne there. But...
Yeah, this
I don't think he will. I think they can come to an arrangement as well.
Yeah, I don't think Airmore. You can't have your final borders be these 4 provinces. Like that's just not.
Well, he already had one of them as well. So.
Sure. Yeah, you're right. But just picking up these 3 provinces in the war is potentially not enough spoils. But like this cap would just be so exposed that you'd be renting.
There would have to be another war after that.
Yeah. But nice to see Airmore move.
This is why he should have raided, right?
I would say, yeah,
this...
this comes back to whether or not he could have raided these earlier, and now Yomi has his flag on him, and, you know, ownership is 9/10 of property law or whatever. Or actually having the thing. Okay.
Yeah, so which other nations do we need to talk about? Should we
need to go...
talk about Calum? We need to...
I think, yeah, Calum Ulm. I think we talked
Yeah,
about already.
we did that, yeah. So
Van Hinnom.
That's the one. The questioning. They should try and take back their fort, Agartha. I would like to see them ride out again.
That would be pretty funny. So Hinnom's 6 PD defeats the Cav detachment.
Yeah, there's only 4 of those. Did they just like he didn't have the 5 for the squad morale as well?
I guess not. He does get this though, which is this is 4 gems.
A huge increase in his.
It's a huge increase in his. Let's go to the gem graph.
Oh my god!
Look at that. It's like doubled. That's not doubled.
Like the joint biggest income in the game this turn. Right. We can actually see statistics by Gem Graphica.
Oh, can we?
Yeah, because they got that World of Pestilence.
Oh yes. Back on the map. Okay, so they take 1 Hinnom province. They're gonna get this one. If Yomi's busy, they could potentially look to get more of these. As Hinnom
and Yomi is definitely busy.
And Yomi is definitely busy, as Hinnom probably just retreats to the capital.
They don't really have much though. Like I don't really know if they can push too much more into Hinnom. Like that's a lot of big undead giants. I don't really know.
Well, they definitely can't fight Hinnom. If Hinnom is willing to just retreat to his capital, they can try and nab stuff. But
yeah, well, we know that he didn't really, like, he kind of changed his mind about this.
He did kind of change his mind. But it sounded like he said Pelagia was going to attack Van, but Pelagia doesn't sound confident.
Calum.
Oh, Calum. You're right. Calum has a couple turns to go here, though. But still, I mean, Hinnom is under siege here. Oh, there's a Dwarven Smith has come out.
Oh, using that. What's he? Let's watch that. Let's see what he's doing here.
Could be for earth buffs. I think it's gonna be for earth buffs.
Oh, he's got a shade mail.
He's got a shade mail. Well, I mean, and honestly, that makes a lot of sense because otherwise you can just figure out where the Vanheim army is by following the.
I thought one guy got berserk. He's
in there. Strength of Giants, yeah.
Okay, and that means he doesn't have to spend. He doesn't have to spend as many gems. To cast it. Yeah.
Do you think he's got gems for like Earth Elementals or like Maws?
I think he's just gonna give the other guys some more gems, and he's gonna use them. He's just gonna keep casting.
Sure, could be, yeah. Well, Van here's very strong. So.
And I think he gets that fort.
Yes.
I think Hinnom can do much about that.
Is this fort on a death site? The old Death 3?
Has it got an event? Oh, is it the... it didn't have Therados Dominion in it, did it?
Maybe it did.
Because it's got...
It
hasn't got any Dominion in right now, so...
Yeah, he doesn't have a temple. I think it is... Maybe it is the Therados, although Therados didn't have... Did Therados have productivity?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Could be a death site or something. We may have seen it. I kind of vaguely remember Hinnom having some kind of a death site somewhere in his lands.
Yeah, I think those were. Yeah, I think that is.
Yeah, the scales. It's
scales, but with death.
Yeah.
So yeah,
just death site. I mean, if Hinnom chooses
that would have been nice to, like, I don't know,
search
that knowledge on to make sure you see it, and then
yes. Although there is There is one site that spread, at least one site that spreads death that is not death based. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but I know it exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Hinam could keep fighting if he wanted to. He's got now a huge number of these Horites.
Yeah, definitely makes that fort less valuable if there's a death spell on it.
That's true.
His Melkart number isn't really that much lower than when he lost them. Like he's got 2 there. He's got that one up north that we know about. Or like maybe it came down.
Yes, there was one up north. It might be that it's one of these ones here now.
Oh, maybe it is. Yeah.
They have pretty good map move.
He must have about 2 or 3 though.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know. Maybe it can kill that army.
I mean,
like it's definitely going to cost someone another pound of flesh to kill him.
Yes, I mean he's got a huge number of troops. If he just sits in his capital, and then depending on what gear you can get from, if you're Hinam, you go talk to Pelagia or you talk to Caleb, and you're like, hey, I got milk carts, I need gear, and I see elves. Let's
And I definitely want them dead. I've made
and
that
I want
clear.
them real dead. What have you got for me?
Yeah, and honestly, Pelagia could definitely do that if they're going to go after them.
Oh, sure. I wonder if Pelagia is looking at any globals. Because these Pearl Kings have a lot of nature, right? Like a decent amount of nature, or is it just super high water? I think it's just super high water. Never mind. They're just crazy water mages.
Yeah, he's not using them for Mother Oak.
No, but it's turn 31, so his god should be coming online pretty soon. I don't know. I think it's probably time for him to start thinking about it if he hasn't already. Okay, well, I think if he wants to fight, that'll be cool, and we'll see. He's got plenty of armies. He could definitely extract some more flesh. If he's done, then he's done.
He's got 39 PD in his cap as well.
He does. Okay. Gartha is recruiting again at only 40 unrest.
Yeah, honestly, that's just a nice problem to get now.
It's just like a totally normal province. Yeah, it's like a good one, but with gems.
He's got a lot of sites,
Yeah, lots of sites. I would love to see him ride out here.
I think he should. I think he should try, especially if that Melkart is left. I mean, there's nothing to stop him, right?
Right. The heroic toughness Melkart also by himself, totally capable of killing a huge number of elves.
Yep. Okay, well maybe we'll see that.
Yeah, he should definitely, if he can get, he's got to buy a ring of regen, but 20% regen on that heroic toughness Melkart will absolutely kill those elves, unless they have new tech and new, which is always possible. It's always an arms race. I think
Pretty sure it's the top guy.
Oh yeah, this is the Hinam one. I think this is the guy who stormed the fort by himself. Okay.
Probably.
All right.
Okay.
Did we miss anybody?
I don't think so.
Talked about Airmore. Yeah, I think we talked about everybody.
Okay.
Cool. Any final thoughts?
I think Vanheim is gonna have to pay for the rest of this Hinnom land. I'm actually quite impressed with the amount of troops that Hinnom has been able to pump out in the last couple of turns.
Yeah, he's got a lot of dudes still.
Yeah, look at the army size.
Wait, look at that.
Like the Rephites really kind of inflate that a lot, but he's nearly got as much as Calum in army size, which is.
When you say Rephites, you mean the Horites?
I mean the long dead Rephites.
Oh, the long dead. Yes, they do. They help a lot with that. Like if he had Rephites, that would be quite a thing too. Those Horites are also size 3. Yeah, so they're gonna count for a lot too. But still, it's a huge.
Yeah, they're actually like pretty decent against the Van here in terms
Are
of because
they?
they like hit really hard and they hit really hard.
They're
Like it's not going to be good gold wise, but like for what you can choose,
their
it's
attack
probably better
sucks.
off. It's probably better off. But when they go berserk, the defense is not great, and they all go
Uh,
berserk.
they do all
So
go berserk, but their defense is, it's true, it's not great, but it's not like that bad.
no, but you just need to hit, and then 28 damage is going to do
Yeah, I mean, the
a
20
lot.
damage definitely go. Oh, we gotta wait for this guy to get hit with the arrow. I mean, he's okay. He only has 9 defense. Oh, he's just one, I guess. Okay, yeah, that's pretty low. Yeah, I guess you'll get some
And
good hits. You gotta
he's
get through
got
the
2
glamour
experience
though.
as well. So you
He
do,
does.
but like that's not too bad. Like
Yeah.
I don't act like I think they'll still get blended, obviously, and they're not going to kill too much. But it's better than getting like actual units you would normally get. I think it is worth picking them over other things.
Yeah, it could be.
So I think he's making a good call there.
Yeah, but they're also very cheap in terms of resources. Maybe able to put more gold into them than other stuff. But if he had enough gold, so he's made 150. A pretty good number of them being Horites if our scout report is accurate. That's a lot of gold. But I guess maybe he just doesn't have anywhere else to spend it at this point.
Yeah, he's only really got the 2 forts.
Let's not forget our Agartha seized for it.
Yeah, well, that's why I said really. I mean, he's not making much from there, is he? He's not making majors.
No, he's not. Okay. All right. I think we've just about covered everybody then. And I think we'll go ahead and end this one here. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We hope to see you all in the next one, and have a great day.
See ya.